What's up, you guys? Trust your intuition because I promise you it knows what it's doing. It led you right here for a reason because there is a big blessing, a fortunate event, a stroke of luck, whatever you want to call it, good vibes only, that's about to befall you. So we've got 4 groups to choose from, and I chose different crystal structures to help you decide between groups. So for group 1, we have this crystal crackle quartz, which I love so much. So if you're feeling this energy, go for group 1. Group 2, we have the clear prism. So if you're feeling this kind of towery prism energy, definitely go for group 2. Group 3, we've got my window prism crystal. I love this one so much. It kind of creates a rainbow effect. So if you're feeling this energy, or maybe the blue or purplish kind of energy, the beads to go along with it, definitely go for group 3. And group 4, we have the crystal crackle quartz again, except this one's more of a tower energy, more elongated than horizontal. So if you're feeling a more vertical energy, definitely go for group 4. So again, keep in mind, this is all about what blessing is about to befall you, what fortunate event, stroke of fate, stroke of luck, whatever you want to call it, the good vibes coming to you. So take a moment, choose between the groups. You know, it's definitely possible that you're feeling called to more than one group. That just means you have more than one message. But take a moment and I will see you in your reading. Group 1, what's up? Let's go for it. Trust your intuition because you're here for a reason. Let's see what's going on, what big blessing is about to befall you, what fortunate event, stroke of luck, you get it. Okay, so you guys chose the crystal crackle quartz, which I feel like there's multiple layers or dimensions. It's kind of what I'm getting with this energy, and I'm getting that something isn't quite uniform, but it's still beautiful in its structure, right? So what the hell does that mean? We're gonna find out. So they want me to start with the dice. Group 1, what's the fortunate event? You know what? I'm hearing only take 4. I'm hearing take out the purple or pink. I keep hearing take out the pink. Okay, that's a random message. All right. I was not expecting to take out any of those dice. But group 1, let's see what the blessing is. The privilege that's about to befall you. We have generous, trusting, intuitive, and radiant. I feel like someone's offering you something with generous and trusting. Maybe someone's forwarding you a check or advancing you a check because they're like, I believe in you, right? Or that they're like, you're doing a great job, could be a boss. I'm also getting something with either a literal grant that you've been applying for that's coming to you. I feel like it's accepted. You're going to get the congratulatory email or letter that's letting you know that you are getting fronted something. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like an advancement on your paycheck or something like that. And then we have intuitive and radiant. So your intuition is radiating. Your inner light is glowing. I feel like that's why you're drawing in this generosity, this kindness. All right, now I'm hearing take the pink and roll it on the outside. Very particular message here. Okay, group 1, let's see what's going on. We have accepting. Yeah, so again, this could be a grant with generous and trusting and accepting. It's almost like you're accepting an offer. For some of you, this could be a job offer. I feel like whatever it is, it's multidimensional in some way. So I'm like, can I put it back in? I'm hearing yes. Okay. I don't know why I was called to take the pink out. Maybe because it wouldn't have landed on those particular words if the pink was in there. Who knows? All right, group 1, let's talk about this blessing, this fortunate event, stroke of fate. So we're going to get started with the tarot. So we have the 5 of Wands in reverse, Leo energy, conflict resolution. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse, Pisces energy. And we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm hearing flip these two. I feel like for a while, right? And I'm hearing there's a reason behind why I'm flipping these. So 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy. Maybe those signs resonate with you, but group 1, I feel like with this card, conflict resolution, right? People are fighting on it. Fives are about conflict, struggle. So I feel like there could have been, you might have been like at war in a battle with somebody for some reason. And it led to either a divorce with the Ten of Cups originally in reverse. And it felt like you couldn't move on. Like there was a stuck energy. But I feel like, yeah, I'm being told to flip those for a reason. I feel like suddenly something is like flipping at the drop of a hat. Because the Ten of Cups is the end of the cups. It's like a fulfilled life, a life well lived. This is, you know, a happily ever after. And the Six of Swords is moving into refuge. So I feel like we come to a peaceful resolution. It feels like war is over. War is finally ending. The last battle is ending and we're coming to a peaceful resolution. Okay. And then we have share wisdom. So with the tree here, there's definitely something about branching out, rooting out, and growth. Well, I don't even really know if that's a tree as much as it is a plant. Definitely something with a root system. So there's something about a foundation that I feel like is, I don't know if it's like you're becoming more aware that there is a foundation here, because I feel like, I don't know if you went through a tower moment recently, but it feels like there was a shit show going on in group one. And I feel like finally like structure is coming back. Order is coming back. There's something about branching out. I feel like you're moving away from a conflicted energy, which is a blessing, right? Element of water. There we go. Healing. 50-50. Things are fluid. Artistic, emotional, flowing. Intuitive. We have Milky Way, networking, marketing, internet, fame, expand, which is what I was getting with like branching out, rooting out. And it's possible, I don't know if this was something work related, because I'm kind of getting that with this energy, right? Like applying for a grant, being accepted. I'm wondering, yeah, what this conflict was in relation to. Maybe someone finally signs the divorce papers. And then we have summer on the bottom. Waxing crescent, major opportunities, celebrating the light, wait, things will unfold. I'm kind of getting that with things are fluid too. I feel like you have to be patient for this blessing group one, but there's something that, and it could even be with share wisdom, someone's giving you some very valuable information that you need to hear, or is going to give you insight about resolving a conflict. It feels like peace is what's coming. If I had to put this in one word, it feels like peace is coming. So let's get a little bit more for group one. What is this huge blessing or fortunate event, stroke of fate? What's going on for group one? What is it that group one needs to see? Tell me more about this blessing, this fortunate event. What's unfolding for group one? What's the stroke of fate for group one? Is it that one? I felt like it was. We determined I will get through this challenge. I am patient and determined. I'm confident that I can find a solution and I will not give up. So there's definitely something with the Six of Swords, conflict resolution, networking, sharing wisdom. It's almost like, this feels like consulting, right? Like, how do we work out this problem? How do we, you know, like, who do we need to get rid of? How do we structure this so that we come out on top, so that there's a resolution here? This feels like a conversation with a man, right? They say that women just want to vent to each other, but then like men, and part of the problem can be they're just so solution oriented. They're like, all right, like, let's not vent. Let's talk about a solution. I'm kind of getting that. Group one, let's talk about the blessing, the stroke of fate. So there's definitely a solution to your problems coming. And then we have gratitude. My day begins and ends in gratitude. I'm grateful for the good that comes to me. Okay, good that comes to me is just a confirmation that's happening. I'm connected to an unlimited source of abundance and love. I'm getting a lot about your connections with the roots here, the Milky Way card, networking, even the 10 of Cups, which is like a happy family, happily ever after. And then it's like we're moving on. I feel like connections are helping you, even with like trusting, accepting, generosity. There's something about your connections, group 1, that are coming through for you. I love it. Let's look at the bottom. Smile. On the other side, we have cherished. I feel like a lot of people really admire you, really like you, really look up to you, group 1. And when you're the one in trouble, it's like you're the person that everyone leans on. But when you're the one in trouble, people are really coming through. They're showing their ass in a good way. Like, you know what? Group 1 was always there for me. Group 1 always came through. Or even if this is like a government thing where you're trying to get a grant, or, you know, a boss is forwarding you a paycheck. There's something about your energy that I feel like people really admire. And so it's nothing to kind of help you out, group 1. So this could be financially too, if you're in a financial pickle. Tell me more for group 1. What's the blessing? I don't know if that one was meant to come out. We have crescent moon, which is so interesting because we have waxing crescent there. So there's going to be something happening during the crescent moon that I want you to pay attention to. So we're coming up on a full moon, and the next crescent moon is going to be the waning crescent, but it could also be, maybe this is referring to a waxing crescent. I'm hearing flip it over. New transitional phase, letting go, birth of life, reflection, creativity. There's something about, again, this could be a divorce for some people. But I really feel like there's something unfolding in the long run. And this, yeah, for some people, it's work related where you're getting out of a financial struggle. We have blanket. This is the one that flipped. Protected, you will overcome a failure. Difficulties turn into new opportunities. So some struggle that you are going through, group 1, which it feels like it's involved or involving other people. You're overcoming it, and they're guiding my eyes to building strength. So, ooh, I love that we have earth on the bottom. So that can also be about material wealth. If you're dealing with anything like fertility struggles, I do see that ending. Let's get more. And I'm hearing trees are a sign of life. If you start noticing, wow, I swear to God, I did not know that was a tree. I was looking at that card. There could be something about fertility, right? Or fertility struggles. I don't see it being a struggle. There's something about branching out, connecting with the tree card. Maybe acceptance is also about accepting connections with other people. Group 1, what's the blessing? What's the stroke of fate? Fortune. Blindfold, unseen. So I don't feel like you're meant to know all of the aspects of whatever blessing this is right now. It feels like just know that you're safe, you're secure, you're protected in warmth, in a layer of protection. And I feel like I'm hearing earthly angels. Like there's something about not even just your spirit guides, but your spirit guides sending earthly angels to help you out. I'm hearing be careful about who you meet walking along this path. And I'm not even getting it as a warning, but more so like pay attention to the people that you meet, because there could be something really important about what they're delivering to your path in some way. This is so interesting because I was actually about to do a reading, which I still might. I think I will actually. This reading is inspiring me, group 1. But I feel like there's something about the next person you meet. I was going to do a reading about the next person that pops up in your life, right? It doesn't even have to be romantic, but there's something about the next person you meet, like the next big person. And it seems like relationships are a huge part of this reading. And with accepting too, I get a visual of like shaking hands. So there's something about interconnectedness with this reading. All right, let's get a charm for you, group 1. Oh, a Jedi. Come through, my Star Wars charms. Wait. Now I'm like, was this a Jedi? Okay, I'm not a Star Wars geek. Maybe I should be. Because I'm like, wait, are these the these are the stormtroopers, but I'm like, were they pro Jedi? Some Star Wars person in here I'm like, please correct me, because I'm like, wait, Were these like the enemy guys that worked for Darth Vader? I don't know. If you do feel like they're either way, there's something about protection. Because I feel like if you feel like there's an enemy force that's against you, I see you being very protected in a blanket, a sea of blankets almost, proverbial sea of blankets. And also with the Six of Swords, it's like someone's leading you to refuge. But I'm getting something about like major protection energy. I mean, they are on the defense, right? They're trying to defend. So I feel like there's something about, yeah, just protecting yourself. And there's also something about, I don't know if it's family connections. Maybe that's who or what is helping you out, group one. But it's coming through as a blessing. So accept it as a blessing. Devotion, right? I love that. So I hope this resonated. Look at the bottom. We have heart connection. If it did, you can look at my description box on how to book a reading with me. But yeah, I really, really hope this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching group one, and I'm sure I will talk to you again. They're telling me I can't leave without pulling one of these, so I'm going to do it. I really tried to get away with it, but they're like, pull one of these before you close out. Okay. We have the throat chakra, voice, self-expression, and truth. Sincerity brings infinite blessings. Live your truth. I'm going to read that again. Sincerity brings infinite blessings. Live your truth. Okay. And it looks like the same kind of energy that was on, was it this card? Yeah, that same like triangle with the kind of eye in it, almost like that infinity, Illuminati symbol. But interesting. Okay. You might notice that a lot. Group one, thank you so much for being a part of this reading and watching, and I'm sure I will talk to you again very, very soon. Group two, what's up? Hello. Trust your intuition, because I promise you there is a message in here for you about a big blessing, stroke of fortune coming to you. So you guys chose this clear prism tower. I really, really love this. I saw it in the crystal shop and I was like, I have to have that. It just, I don't know, it really speaks to me. I feel like there's something not only about the obvious, right? Like seeing from different perspectives, facades, faces, but I also feel like there's something about crystal clear energy with this, and also tower energy, but Lenormand type of tower, right? Like a strong structure, rather than, you know, tarot tower where it's like something's falling apart. I just feel like there's something very clear that you're going to see. Maybe you're going to be, you know, receiving a job opportunity on a very high floor of a high rise, or it could be something like that. It might not be that literal, but I feel like it's a crystal clear opportunity coming towards you. So let's see what the dice say for you, group two. Now I'm hearing take out the blue. So for group one, I heard so clearly take out the pink. For group two, I'm hearing take out the blue. So let's see what the message is, the blessing coming for group two. What is it that they need to see or hear, or what? Ooh, I love that fulfilled jumped out. Colorful and fulfilled. That makes me think coloring book. Some of you could be into arts and crafts, coloring, drawing, playing with markers. I'm getting more of a marker energy than painting, actually. And then we have steady and serene. This almost feels like, you know, those adult coloring books. That's the whole vibe I get from this. And so now they want me to roll outside, I'm hearing. Okay. What is the fifth message for group two? Blessings. Renewed. I feel like there's something about childlike wonder. Like playing with markers, maybe coloring outside the lines. There's something about creation and colorful creation with this energy, and it also calming you, right? Mandalas are meant to do that, so maybe you're getting into that. Celtic knots, almost at Celtic crosses, maybe that too. But it seems like there's something about, you know, like when you just sit down and color like a kid, it feels like a very serene, peaceful, calming energy, and also very fulfilling, and literally fulfilling. Coloring inside the lines, outside the lines, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get more for group two about this blessing. So I'm going to get started with the tarot. We have the King of Pentacles. Ooh, money-making energy, bringing home the bacon. Why do I feel like I want to flip this? The Six of Cups in reverse. I heard flip it back over. All right, I tried. All right, so we have Taurus energy. 6 of Cups is Scorpio energy. And then we have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. So this feels like a parent giving you money, like a dad giving you money or a mom giving you money. I say dad because it's the King of Pentacles, but it's almost like someone with a lot of money. And this is a parent-to-child energy. So it's almost like someone with a lot of money either helping you out or giving you an advancement, giving you a gift. Then we have the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit in reverse can be about not doing the inner work, avoiding that reflection that we really need to have with ourselves. I'm hearing avoiding mirror work, group 2. If you keep asking your parents for money, you're never going to build that empire you want. I feel like that's a clear message for someone. It's almost like you need to cut yourself off. If your parent hasn't cut you off, you need to cut yourself off. Group 2, that's a very specific message for someone. You need to light your own way. That's what I'm getting with the Hermit in reverse. And I feel like it's a blessing that you would do this, right? It's a blessing that you get blessed by people, right? Like that people are like, I want to give you money. I want to help you out. But I also feel like the bigger blessing is doing the internal work where it's like you can be your own ATM. So we have woman. Ooh, wonder if this is a mother. This is you. Let's see. 29, you could be a 29-year-old woman. We have raccoon, problem solver, curious, ask questions, adaptable, creative, entrepreneur. Definitely getting an entrepreneur energy. And we have bellows, catalyst, ignite, fuel, torch, fan the flames, infuse, breathe, kindle. It feels like there's life being breathed into something that's almost like solving a problem in a way. Like, I feel like you are the woman, even if you're in your masculine, you're attracting some energy, you're creating some energy that I feel like is blowing down the problem. And with entrepreneur, I feel like a blessing could be money, and that could be what's helping solve a particular problem that you have. I'm looking at the word resourceful. We have reflect. Oh my gosh, I promise you, I never look at the cards. I always just flip the way I always do for each group. So there's definitely something in here about reflection, something you need to see inside, right? You need to follow your intuition. I guess that's why you're here, group 2. There's something, I'm getting something too with love. 3 and 3 adds up to 6. 6 is the number of the lovers in tarot. We also have the 6 of Cups. And then the way that these geese or swans are kind of like necking. There's something about love in here. And it could be reflection of where you need to embody more self-love. Breathe more love into thyself. I'm hearing there's no work like breath work. Group 2, that's a very particular message. There is no work like breath work. Breath work heals all wounds. I'm just channeling what I hear. Breath work heals all wounds. There is nothing that breath work can't solve. Group 2, you need to breathe. Maybe, you find yourself like out of breath or feeling winded, or you're going from place to place and it's like, I got to do this, I got to do that. I don't really have time to stop and think about anything else. It feels like you just need to kind of breathe. Not kind of, you do is what I heard, right? We have steady for a reason. Steady breath. Slow and steady rush. There's a reason we have serene out too. All right, group 2. What is it that group 2 needs to see about this blessing? I feel like the blessing is actually about slowing down. It might seem like it's about money, but I feel like the best way to become an entrepreneur, which I feel like a lot of you want financial freedom. There's something about slowing down. You might think it's about speeding up, and right, we literally have catalyst. But in order for this catalyst to, why am I wanting to say catalyze? I don't even know if that's a verb. You know what I mean? In order for this catalyst to happen, it's almost like it needs slowness first, reflection. In order to speed up, you have to slow down is what I'm hearing. Group 2, give me more for group 2. And I feel like that's very general. So I want to get more particular about like where you need to slow down, because I feel like something needs healing for you guys. This is a lot like group ones. Group ones was about like problem solving, resolving conflict, but I feel like yours is more internal. So we have strong. I'm strong and powerful. I have the ability to handle all the challenges of life. I'm moving forward with positivity and purpose. A joyful sense of adventure is with me. So I feel like you've been avoiding shadow work with reflect in the Hermit in reverse. Even with the raccoon coming out, you know, they usually come out at night. But I feel like it's actually not as bad as you might think it is. There could also be something I'm getting very randomly, maybe for like 10% of you. You've been wanting to get more active, get more exercise in. There could be this call to start doing that. That might be part of the shadow work, right? Like maybe you've been happy eating. I'm also hearing depression eating. So I feel like there's something about eating to fill a void or eating because of something. And I feel like you need to maybe slow down with that a little bit, right? Enough cupcakes. We have cherished. I'm cherished and adored. My friends and family love me. My ancestors are with me still and guide me with their love. You know what? I'm going to put these on the outside. This is definitely feeling like you need to cherish yourself and honor your own body, because you know when it's time to speed up and when it's time to slow down. And I feel even with the Six of Cups, I kind of get like a slow down energy, right? Like the universe, I feel, is going to reward you for slowing down. But I feel like there's a call to pay attention to your body and what your body is telling you. I do feel like eventually you are going to speed up. But the blessing here is almost like a blessing of reflection. So let's get more for group 2. Oh my goodness. More for group 2, please. There seems to be a lot about looking too, with the raccoon, the hermit with the lantern, right? We've got the bellows with the fireplace. We have reflect with the eye right there. And then we've got like that coloring book kind of energy and this crazy cat looking energy. There's a lot about seeing. So there's something you literally need to see. Maybe you're literally looking at your body like, this is not my ideal body, right? Like I'm not in the body that I feel the best in. We have badge, expressing your authenticity, value, strong sense of identity, achievement, authority, social recognition, and courage. So there's something about, identity in here. Interesting, we have strong sense of identity and strong. I feel like a lot of you have been wanting to literally get stronger, group 2. Give me more for group 2, the blessing. Thank you. We have telescope. Interesting. They're telling me to read both sides. You need to face the problems, be brave. Frustration and trouble ahead. I'm hearing if you don't. Too focused, not seeing the bigger picture, canceled plans. And then we have take proper steps ahead, which kind of reminds me of the hermit. Hopefulness, analyze the situation closely, be optimistic, bright and content attitude, peaceful phase. There's a lot about peace in here, which peace is really slowing down, right? Like when people meditate, they're usually like, it can be, running someone's meditation, right? If you're like running or working out, like this is my meditation. But I feel like for a lot of you, before you get into that energy, there's a sense of just needing to like calm the F down. Like just look, analyze, see. This feels like we need to analyze what the problem is before we go after the problem, right? Otherwise, we're just kind of like running around into oblivion. Give me more, please, for group 2 and what it is that group 2 needs to see. I'm hearing put that back in. That was leaf change, so maybe that will come out again. Castle alignment. I love it. Let me put that one right there. So I see you're working up towards, I'm seeing a lot of money, right? With the King of Pentacles, the Castle. Where was the other card that made me think of money? Oh, entrepreneur. And then we have scale, balance. But right, it's not all about making money and, I don't know, you could be Capricorns watching this. I'm definitely getting Capricorn energy or like heavy earth sign energy, because I feel like you just want to stack and stack and stack and stack and collect. But it's like you can't always do that. Sometimes you really just need to calm the F down and take a moment, take a few days of rest and solitude and drink some tea and then recalibrate and see what needs to happen. There's a lot about seeing in here. The Hermit, the Telescope, reflect, identity. Even if you're working with a coloring book, right? There's something about being able to see. A strong sense of seeing. Oh my gosh, we literally have the lantern again. Now I'm hearing take it out. So I'm going to put this near the other lantern. Something needs to be set on fire. It's almost like you need to slow down before this thing ramps up or gears up. I'm hearing take this out. It was the wolf card on the bottom. Getting something about a dog for some of you. Very random message, but I am. Maybe some of you are getting a dog. Yeah, coffin, inevitable. Coffin is about its death, right? So there's a huge transformation on the rise. Look at this. Other side, inner growth. Group 2, this is a lot about inner growth. This is a lot about inner reflection, self-reflection, what you see, what you need to work on. It's actually almost like the gift of sight that's about to propel you into an even bigger blessing. I feel like we start with the gift of sight, but then it's like it transforms into your body becoming even better, shedding weight, right? Getting more tone, getting more athletic. And then it's like, okay, and then I can, now that I got that in action, that's working in gear. Now I can kind of focus on my entrepreneurial skills. And it feels like a lot of money is coming. And it feels like you have this really healthy work-life balance. I really love this. Okay, I'm going to take one charm for you, group 2. Now I'm hearing 2. Ooh, enough time to play, what is this? Racquetball? Something like that with the family. So I feel like there's something about more family time or like more playtime. More playtime when you actually slow down. Oh my gosh. And then we have my kind of Skeletor unicorn. I feel like there's something magical about the unicorn, but the fact that we can see the skeleton, I get very practical energy. It's almost like put into practice what you keep talking about in theory, and magic is going to happen. And I'm getting something about like X-ray vision. There could be something about an X-ray. I know that's a really random message for you guys, group 2, but that could be a message. Like if you go get an X-ray, like let's say, you know, you kind of hurt your ankle one day, like walking into your house. Right? You trip up the steps, the porch step, and you're like, oh, that kind of hurt. But then like the pain persists. I feel like there's a message to go get it checked out, right? Like shine a light on that, maybe get an X-ray, and then, you know, you could have avoided something much worse because you did that, because there's this huge energy about seeing. Kind of getting a doctor's badge with that too. So that's a random message. But group 2, this is like the gift of sight that leads to a gift of, I'm hearing a gift of life. But it's like a rich life, a well-balanced, fulfilled life. And a lot about color in here. Even with the racquetball, what do you call that? Racket? I don't even know if this is racquetball, but it's like a colorful energy I'm getting. So group 2, I hope that resonated. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in more readings, personal readings, my Patreon, go look at that. It's all in the description box below. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hopefully will see you very soon. What's up, group 3? Trust your intuition, because I promise you there is a message in here for you about a big blessing, stroke of fortune, stroke of fate, whatever you want to call it, coming towards you. So let's dive in. All right, so you guys chose this particular crystal. So this is like my window crystal. This is very prism-like, right? Like there's a million different sides to this. I'm getting kind of kaleidoscope energy. I wasn't even thinking about that when I picked it out, but I'm definitely getting like a kaleidoscope. So there's a lot of different ways of looking at something. A lot of different colors in here. I feel like there's something about looking out the window. Like someone might literally be like, look out the window and there's a new car, or a car wrapped in a big red bow. Why am I hearing, or a big green bow? Maybe that's a message for some people. But yeah, that's what I'm getting with this. Interesting. Okay. So either looking out the window at something, or there's a lot of different ways of seeing something. And I feel like it's fun ways. Getting disco energy with that too. All right. I'm hearing take out the yellow. So for every group, I've been taking out one color dice. And for you, I'm hearing the yellow. So we're going to take that out right now. And we're going to roll the rest of these and see what blessing is coming to you, group 3. What stroke of fate, what blessing. Let's go. Ooh, fulfilled came out again. Group 2 got that. We have kind, energetic, and trusting. I'm hearing leave fulfilled, but re-roll the rest. Okay. Group 3, blessing. I just heard keep it. Okay, whole, strong, harmonious, fulfilled. There's definitely something about feeling harmonious and fulfilled. Like, I'm getting like very much oneness with this. Whole, harmonious, fulfilled. That just makes me think oneness. And then we have strong. This feels like the ultimate gift, or some event makes you feel this sense of oneness. I gotta know. Okay, they're telling me to take this and see what the yellow dice says. We have intuitive, whole, intuitive, harmonious, fulfilled, strong. There's definitely something within you that I feel like is making your heart burst. Even with intuitive being the yellow dice, I'm getting something about like a light, a bright light burning inside of you. Let's get clear, right? Let's stop being so ethereal with it. Group 3. Ooh, and you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, I heard turn that down. 9 of Swords, Gemini energy. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Fuck that. And Judgment upright. Right? Queen of Pentacles. I literally just heard fuck that. Turn it upright. So there's something, I feel like maybe you had money struggles because that was reversed, right? 9 of Swords is like you can't sleep at night. Maybe you're worried about how to pay your bills. Nightmarish energy. Something is weighing on you heavily. And then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, right? She's unstable, insecure, especially with regards to money matters. But in reverse, I almost feel like in a snap, it's almost like miraculous. Things are suddenly switching. And even with the dice message, there could be something like you suddenly get an aha moment or an idea and you're like, oh, fuck, I know how to make a ton of money. I know how to turn this all around. This could be even like a yard sale or something. But Judgment, if you look at this card, they're all coming out of a tomb. So there's a revival energy, a resurrection. So group 3, I feel like there is something in here about your bank account. Thriving, surviving, reviving. We've got house, home, belongings, roots, comfort, safety, family, traditions, number 4. We've got, 23 mice, illness, fatigue, stress, deteriorate, loss, theft, which kind of makes sense with that energy. This almost makes me think, right? Like if your house is almost in foreclosure, right? You've been getting like emails or letters in the mail from the treasury or something like that. It feels like there's something about something was in dire need of fixing or turning around or having the energy be redirected, because I feel like this is like, oh my God, what am I going to do kind of energy. But then we have house, right? Safety, security, structured, Queen of Pentacles, and Judgment. So it's almost like something gets turned around and maybe in the final hour. I love it. Number 10, loons, deeply committed, uncommon bonds, family, manifest deepest desire. There could be something with a mother here too with the Queen of Pentacles. But I feel like it's like the guides bring you someone, right? I'm getting that with harmonious and whole too, and fulfilled. Like I'm hearing someone makes you whole again, right? If you were in the hole or in debt, someone makes you whole again, or something makes you whole again, group 3. We have paradox. Interesting. I'm hearing 2 opposites coming together. Or it seems unlikely, but it happens. I want to get more on that. Okay. Let's get more for group 3. What is it that group 3 needs to see about this big blessing, this big fortunate event What is going on for group 3? I'm hearing don't forget that. There's either something about seeing from a lot of different perspectives, and there could be something about a lot of people coming together, right? Like maybe you have a GoFundMe, right? I'm in foreclosure. I'm really desperately trying to get myself out of the situation. With strong too, it's almost like you pull a community together, or I'm getting something with the house, like it takes a village. I kind of get that with the Judgment card too. Smart. I am smart and witty. I have lots of wonderful friends. Everyone appreciates my delightful personality because I'm funny, cute, and happy. This definitely feels like people come to your aid. Why am I hearing at the 11th hour, at the final hour? I feel like this could also not just be people like helping you out or donating, or because some of you I'm getting aren't comfortable with that, but it's almost like you're doing something to earn that energy, right? So suddenly maybe you're like, oh my God, I read tarot cards. I've never done it before, but maybe I have like a crazy sale, and then I put all my energy into that all weekend, and then suddenly I make a ton of money, right? There's something about like using your wits and your smarts to make yourself whole again. I keep hearing to make yourself whole again. So if you're experiencing financial troubles, I definitely feel like there's something you're doing that just completely makes that disappear. And it's almost like an energy of you banding together a group of people. We have brilliant. I'm brilliant. I attract success and good fortune wherever I go. Come through now. Abundance manifests in my life as perfect health, love, wealth, and joy. I'm open to receive. And that literally looks like this energy. I'm really feeling like people are, there's something about answering the call too with the Judgment card. I feel like I need to put these right here on the side. I feel like what's really making you smart, or like use your smarts, is answering the call. There's something I feel like have been interested in for a while, but it's like you haven't put it out there. And then when you finally do, it's like, holy shit, the response has been amazing. Something like that. It's almost like taking a leap of faith. I'm kind of shocked the Fool didn't come out. I'm looking at the loons, and I'm looking at reawaken lost hopes. All in for what you love. This just kind of seems like you're going ham on something at the last minute. And I feel like this fortune coming to you is a lot of money and also community. Group 3, let's go. What's the fortune? What's the blessing for group 3? Tell me more about that. We have Nightlight. Influence over others, security, prosperity, forward motion, romantic, proceed with goals. Kind of getting a romantic energy too. Maybe there's like a husband that comes through. I don't know. Gaining insight into a confusing situation. If you're a man watching and you are heterosexual, could be like a woman coming to your aid. I sense a guiding light in this. Give me more for group 3. The blessings coming in. Shower. Flip it, I heard. We go from feeling stuck to starting fresh. Good life ahead. Abundance. There's a lot about abundance and literal money and energy in here. Elimination of negative thoughts. Good health. Purification. Compliments. Inner healing. This feels like you're doing something for yourself, but it almost looks on the surface like other people are helping you out, right? Like you're providing a ton of readings, but people are like flocking to your website or your YouTube or the live that you got going on, and they're like, oh my God, like I need a reading. You're amazing. I love it. Right? I'm getting something with paradox too. Like maybe you never showed your face before, or you always said you were going to do this, but for some reason, like it never really happened. I feel like with paradox, it's like you finally like share your voice. I keep hearing the word finally. So there's something I'm getting with the shower too, like let it rain. Like suddenly it just rains down upon you. Like it seems like other people are, maybe it's like something with paying your bills, but Even though they're paying you, it's like you deserve it. We have ice stagnation, and right, we had feeling stuck on the shower. So I feel like you're getting out of this energy finally. Group 3, tell me more. Okay, they're like, put that back in. Tell me more for group 3. What's going on? What's the blessing? Renewal. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that we're ending on that card. There's something that I feel like it's beyond getting renewed. It's like a revelation is starting. That's what this feels like. Like I said I was going to do it forever. I never really did it. And now I'm fucking finally doing it. And the response is crazy. I'm hearing like I should have done this a long time ago. Lion temperament. I'm also getting something with pride with lion. Oh my gosh, I love this. Group 3, let's get a charm for you guys. Ooh, there's something about an awakening. There's a big awakening with that. I feel like you're becoming privy to something. Let's see. I am a child of earth and the starry heavens. So there's definitely celestial energy working in your favor, which makes sense with the judgment card. Because whatever you were going through, I feel like this is a financial burden or crisis. It's like answering the call is what's bringing in a lot of money, a lot of abundance, a lot of health, a lot of wellness. Group 3, I love this so much. It's like you're finally doing something that you've always said that you wanted to do, but for whatever reason, you weren't doing it. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm getting like look out the window energy with house. Like you're going to see like a bunch of people coming to your aid in some way. I don't know. But I hope this resonated. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can look in my description box. Got my website there, my Patreon, all the goodies. But I really appreciate your energy, Group 3. Thank you so much, and I hope this resonated with you. I will talk to you later. What's up, Group 4? Trust your intuition, because I promise you there is a message about your blessing coming through. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what stroke of fate is about to befall you. So we have this crystal. It's actually called like crackle crystal quartz. I always forget the crackle in there. I don't know why I'm getting like snap crackle pop. That's like a cereal slogan, isn't it? Snap crackle pop. I don't know. I'm getting snap crackle pop. That I just heard that, so maybe that's why I stumbled on crackle, because there's something about that I'm supposed to hear. And I'm getting something about, like, if that is a cereal slogan, which I'm thinking about, I feel like there's something about, like, fake little gifts. And I'm seeing, like, a fake little ring inside a cereal box. So, Group 4, there could be, I don't know, maybe it's an engagement, maybe a contract. I'm getting, like, a very ring energy. Snap, crackle, pop. There could also be a surprise. So, let's get more. All right, so every group I've heard to take out one color. For you, I'm hearing purple. And I'm going to see. I just heard leave that one like that. My bad, Group 4. My phone just died, but we are hopping right back into it. Okay, so now that we're all charged up, which, by the way, that could be a message. Getting charged up, geared up, like a sudden wave of energy, burst of energy coming over you could be a blessing, but let's get a little bit more particular. Harmonious and whole, curious and worthy. There's definitely, so it's funny, the last group, I believe it was the last group, I got this feeling of oneness with whole and harmonious. They both also got those words. But curious, I'm hearing start with curious and end with worthy. Put whole third. I feel like there's something that you're questioning, or there's an inquisition, right? Or there's something that you're very, very curious about. And with harmonious, it's almost like you find the answer, or there's something about like being in perfect harmony. I'm getting something about alignment. especially with whole coming out right there. And then we have worthy. So it's almost like you question something and then realize, I'm almost getting this energy of like you're questioning something. Like let's say that you see a group of people and you're walking outside a storefront and you see a group of people inside and you're like, I wonder what that's about. And you go in and they're all taking a cooking class or something like that. And then the head chef is like, hey, you came in here for a reason. Why don't you join our class? And it's almost something like that where I feel like it's a sudden befalling of something, right? Like something where it's like, not only are you worthy of like, whether it's a free class or someone offering you something, but it's like something you're curious about. You have talent in that. With worthy, I feel like you're questioning that for a reason. So now they're telling me to take this purple dice and roll it. We have trusting. Now I'm hearing end with trusting. Yeah, group 4, I feel like there's something that you're just supposed to trust the process with. It's almost like this was aligned before you were born, and it's weirdly something that you never really considered before this happens to you, but you're just like, I wonder what that thing is about. And then you kind of dabble in it a little bit and you're like, oh shit, I'm really good at this, or I got a talent in this. And I feel like there's something about either that discovery or maybe the blessing is like you get a free class or a course, or someone like that's really, really experienced offers you a free something, and it happens for a reason because you have some sort of a knack for this thing. Like there's a reason that you stumbled upon it. Snap, crackle, pop. I gotta keep that in mind for this. Okay, let's get your tarot cards. Love to see the 10 of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy. So there's a resurrection, right? Upright, this is like a backstab or a defeat after a very painful cycle. But in reverse, ooh, yeah, I feel like someone was backstabbing you, but it's almost like they played themselves. 5 of Swords is a card of cheating, winning by any means necessary. It's almost like someone does something icky in order to step on you. What the hell? I heard flip it over. Okay, 3 of Swords. These are honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, group 4, I feel like the worst cards in tarot, minus the fact that the Tower isn't here. Not that the Tower is inherently bad, but I definitely feel like there's something about a resurrection after a very painful cycle, right? Where someone could have betrayed you, but it's like you're getting out of a heartbreak. That's interesting, especially considering the first thing I thought with that, the snap, crackle, pop, the crackle crystal quartz was going to be something with like someone popping the question. Maybe that's curious too. Like I'm getting a big question energy. I'm also hearing, why would you do this to me? This, if you've been through like a really painful love cycle, do know that it's for a higher reason. All right, we have the element of earth, unlikely, things are stuck. Practical, grounded, solid, dutiful, measured, conservative. We also have stalemate, standoff, no way out, non-committal, hold out. There's definitely something about like a stuck but like staunchly, firmly here energy. Very much, yeah, a blocked energy. I just saw that word. And then we have compass, true north, discovery, life path, seeking truth. It feels like you went through something very painful in order to reach this. In order either to realize, okay, that was not for me, or I had to go through that in order to like move to the next level. I'm hearing to level up or up level. Ooh, oh, get out of here. Group 4. Come on. We literally have the words get curious. Okay, that can't be a coincidence. I'm telling you, there's something about like a question in here. I am hearing why me? Like, why would you do this to me? But it's really so that you can, I'm getting like a get out energy. Not like the movie Get Out necessarily, maybe. But it's almost like this happened so that you could rise above. Right? Because I think there's like a dove or an eagle or a hawk on this card. So there's something about seeing from a bird's eye perspective. Even with this kind of aerial view of a map. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I'm not even going to say it, but for some reason, I just got the best oracle card idea while I was just like pulling one of those cards. I don't know. It just hit me, group 4. Very interesting. I'll definitely let you know when I create it, but I don't know. I'm loving it right now. Okay. Let's get more for group 4. This blessing, which I feel like starts with a question of why. But there's definitely a curiosity embedded in this blessing. So we've loved, all is well, and I'm safe in the loving hands of the universe. I bathe in an ocean of love. I'm cherished, appreciated, and adored. So if you're not getting the love you deserve and respect in this, right, it's time to move on, because I feel like you've been stuck in that energy for a while, and it's time to just get past that, right? Very easy for me to say, like, just get past it. But there's something that I feel like you need to leave behind. It's funny because I'm looking at no way out, but there is a way out. I'm hearing it's asking questions. Getting something about the year 2022, like maybe something happened in 22, maybe you started dating somebody, and now it's all coming to a head. All right, give me more for group 4. What's going on? What's the blessing? What's the stroke of fate or fortune? Befalling group 4. Energy, look, more eagles, hawks. Today I choose action. I'm filled with boundless energy. I live with purpose, determination, and courage. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Exactly. There's definitely something about seeing high from a bird's eye view. I'm hearing high like a bird's eye. I'm really wondering, it seems like there's a big message in here of like stuck energy or like very, very grounded, almost blocked energy. But I also get something about high views, and also something about curiosity. All right, group 4. Let's get more for group 4. All right, give me more for group 4, please, and thank you. What's going on? What is this blessing? Let's talk about it. This is randomly coming to me, but for some of you, maybe that class I was talking about or course could be like a chess class. Maybe you've always been interested in chess, something like that. Maybe you meet someone in the class. Give me more for group 4, please. What's going on for group 4? Their blessing, the blessing that's coming to group 4. Stroke of fate, of luck. Teeth. Ooh, I feel like teeth are also about luck. Beauty, confidence, contentment, in control, maturing. Personal strength, potential growth. Discovering aspects that were previously hidden, which definitely goes with that curiosity energy. So there's a discovery period here. I feel like the blessing is in the discovery. And you're worthy of it. I keep looking at that green dice that says worthy. You're very worthy of this. More for group 4, please. Saturn, focus, determination, long-term goals, time is on your side, learning life's lessons, discipline, responsibilities, wisdom, father. For some of you, a very small percentage, I'm getting something about a death of a father, right? We've got a lot of cards that can indicate like a very traumatic situation. Like I feel like this is trauma. Maybe it's something that you haven't been able to move on from. I feel like your father represents himself in the form of an eagle or a hawk. Maybe a star. If you hear weird sounds, it's my dog beneath my feet. So I just wanted to clear that up real quick. And yeah, Saturn is very much a fatherly energy. Maybe your father was very like strict, kind of getting that too. With that stuck energy, the stalemate energy. Maybe there's still some forgiveness that needs to happen there. I feel like this blessing is directly coming from your father. If your father is on the other side, you guys, group 4, I literally mentioned the charger. I said my phone had to charge. Look at what's on the bottom. We also have broken connections, which again, maybe there's something with like a father on the other side or a father figure. You lack energy. I feel like you're about to get charged up again. Be patient, strong bonds and connections, connect with others in a significant way, physical renewal and forgiveness. I mentioned forgiveness, new ideas. Yeah, there's like a sudden burst of energy, and it could have something to do with work too, because Saturn is also work related. Also looking at the element of earth, it can have something to do with like practical material things. Group 4. Ooh, I love this reading. We have globe totality. There's definitely something about like the planets or a higher viewpoint, right? Because we have Saturn, we've got Earth right here, we've got the compass where it's like a bird's eye view. We've got a lot about eagles, hawks. Even with whole, I'm getting like seeing the whole picture. Maybe you're going to be doing a lot of traveling. That could be a blessing. I'm definitely getting some of you could be with, you know, birds are migration creatures, migratory creatures. So it feels like you might be going somewhere. Maybe your father on the other side or father figure, could be a grandfather too, is sending you in a particular direction because you are loved. I feel like if you went through, even if is a relationship and not like a fatherly or family type situation, someone I feel like on the other side is guiding you out of that trauma. All right, group 4. Did I want to take that or that? I don't know. Let's see which one flips out again. Feather, faith. There's definitely someone on the other side guiding you. I think your biggest blessing is that you've got ancestors, guides, celestial beings that really care about you. You've got people that you are divinely connected to, and I'm getting that with the roots, but then we also have like a hawk. So feather energy, ancestral energy. Yeah, group 4, there's definitely, if you've been noticing feathers, it's definitely ancestors getting through to you or trying to get through to you. Looking at your potential. Other side, cough. I mean, it's all over this. I definitely feel like there's a past loved one on the other side very much looking out for you. There could even be an inside joke about your teeth. Maybe this person got you braces. I don't know, but it feels like there's something, or they always talked about your smile, or you love their smile, or like laughing was a love language between the two of you. It just feels like there's something about the other side or someone with a higher perspective coming through. Something could also be happening on the 28th. No matter what month you see this in, something could be happening on the 28th. I mean, we're in April now, so that could be the time. But I get that there's definitely something about, you know, even if this is a talent, an ancestor, a spirit guide is leading you towards it. And you just have to trust the process. It could even be that, you know, you have to go statewide or province-wide or country-wide or worldwide to kind of get the benefits or reap the benefits of this talent. But I love this. It's a very clear traveling energy, but also like the other side looking out for you and also getting you out of a traumatic energy. All right, group 4. Let's get your charm here. You're like, that wasn't it. Oh, come through. The coffee of love, the latte of love. I'm hearing, take another one. All right, give me more for group 4, please. Oh, come on. And a third, I heard. Okay. I heard a third. Trumpet. There's something about answering the call. Group 3. Something really important about answering the call. I just heard pay attention to the sound wave, so that's a message. All right, let's get one of these for group 4. This is a Celtic knot. Belief. Whoever's on the other side definitely believes in you. I don't know if you can even see this, but I feel like there's something about believing in yourself. Believe it to achieve it. Believe it to see it to achieve it. And remember, curiosity is a huge thing. So, yeah, ask questions, get curious, be inquisitive, because there's something meant for you to discover. So I hope this resonated. Thank you so much. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out how to book one below at my website or on my Patreon. But thanks so much for being a part of this group 4. I love you. Mwah. And I will talk to you again very soon.